Hi, Scott Schober here, live at RSA 2022, and this is sponsored by SecureWorks. I'm the host of Cybercrime Radio. I'm here speaking with Jim at SecureWorks. Hey Jim, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for the chance to chat with you. So I am a technical marketing engineer with SecureWorks. I've been with the company for about 8 years. I've been in the industry for about 25.
And maybe show us what some of the customers are seeing here that are visiting at RSA. What is SecureWorks premiering here? Maybe give us a little demo and help us to appreciate some of the stuff.
Yeah, that sounds great. You know, SecureWorks has been in the industry for 22 years. We really began as a managed security service provider. So monitoring firewalls and intrusion detection, intrusion prevention systems, managing those devices. And as the threat actor tactics and techniques have changed, we've obviously had to adapt to that. So there's been more of a focus on the endpoint and looking for the presence of a threat actor on the endpoint. And so we have really been a leader in the industry for what's now become EDR or XDR, so many acronyms out there, but basically all of that means just trying to find the bad guy on the endpoint, in the cloud, on your devices, attacking the front door of your network through the firewall, just making sure that we're getting logs and telemetry from all of the different security controls that you might have on your network, making sure that we're spotting the behavior of the bad guys. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. Maybe you could give us a little run through here.
Yeah, absolutely, sounds great. So I'll direct your attention to the Taegis XDR portal, and we'll show you some ways that it can help your everyday security analyst or director of security find the bad guy and beat him to the threat.
That's great, yeah, take us through.
Okay, so obviously there are a lot of vendors out there that have a lot of portals, so you would expect the same kinds of things from most of that vendors. And what really we focus on is trying to make sure that you're able to get to the interesting security telemetry very, very quick and be able to take action very quickly. So here we have things like, for example, our threat intelligence. In the lower right-hand corner, we have over 100 people who focus, guys and gals who focus on data collection, cyber threat intelligence, reconnaissance of the dark web, understanding the tactics and the techniques of the bad guys. And every day we're putting threat intelligence out there so that our customers can review that, can look for things that might be of interest. Even if they don't have time to really do that, which many don't, that is still baked into the service. So let's just imagine, for example, it's Monday morning, you've got your staff showing up, they've got their coffee, they've got their breakfast bagels or something, and they're showing up and their day is just going to get crazy here very, very quickly. So what can you really do in just a few minutes? So we'll kind of play a role play here. So for the sake of argument, I see that we've got some detectors that are triggering, and detectors are basically just engines that we use to detect the presence of a bad guy. Some of these are very simple lists, and some of these are proprietary machine learning, and we hear a lot of machine learning, kind of cool AI and machine learning stuff, but some of these are patent pending technologies to find the more sophisticated tactics and techniques of the threat actors. So I show up at my desk, I'm sitting down and I start looking at events, and I really want to narrow down my focus and eliminate some of the noise. So maybe I'll come and turn off some of the low and medium level stuff. And you'll already notice as soon as I turn off some of those things, like I turn off mediums and I eliminate the mediums from my view. So I can very quickly narrow my focus so I'm not really distracted by the noise. So I can sort things by host name, by username, by titles. So if I want to look at a specific device, I can. If I want to look at a specific user that I might be concerned about, like my director of HR, we know they cause trouble, so we're gonna make sure that we know what they're doing. And here I can see a number of alerts. It's also important for us to give the customer more than one way to get to the information that might be of interest to them and to do it quickly. So here I'm looking at alerts, and I could click on any one of these and drill into that alert very quickly. But maybe I want to look at multiple alerts, and I want to look at alerts in such a way that I can create filters and eliminate some of the superfluous information. So I can click on the Alerts tab, and that will drill into a number of alerts where I can, again, just filter out the noise very quickly. So again, I don't have to go to this page if I don't want to, because it was on the first page. But here I've just said, I want to look at the critical and high-level events. And I can scroll down and I can see some that might be of interest. So for example, here it looks like I've got a threat actor it looks like they're trying to steal information about my user accounts, maybe credentials, which is a very typical kind of behavior. So maybe I know what that is, maybe I don't, but I click on that link and I see some high-level information about it. I can see where it came from, when it started, and this has kind of piqued my interest, so I'm going to give it one more click and drill into this in more detail. So again, we provide a wealth of information about what's happening. Some users have the ability and have the time and have the interest to really drill into that technical level, and some don't. So we try to give them the ability to get to help quick. Or if they do really want to dig deep into the weeds, you can. So here I can see the process data. Here's the command line that the threat actor launched. Here over on the left, we can see different tactics and techniques that the threat actor is using based on an industry-wide framework called the MITRE attack framework. So I'm an analyst. I've already spent 30 seconds looking at this. Here's a high-level description. This is starting to, kind of get some red lights twinkling in my eye here. So I'm curious. I want to see what else is happening on that machine. So with one more click, I'm now looking at all of the events on that machine. This doesn't look good. I may or may not be a security expert, but I see a lot of reds, I see a lot of oranges, and that looks like trouble to me. I don't have a lot of time. I want to do something now. Stop the badness now. One click in the upper right-hand corner, actions, isolate host. So just within a couple of clicks of a button, I've gone from looking at an alert, drilling into that machine, one click of the mouse, isolate that host. I've effectively now isolated that machine from being able to spread malicious content and behavior from the threat actor. Now I can calm down. And frankly, I'm not reacting in a panic. I can advise my computer security incident response stakeholders. I can hit the bottom right-hand corner. There's a chat button. I'm immediately talking to the SecureWorks Security Operations Center, the senior intrusion analysts. I can engage the incident response team. I've got a wealth of teams that are now at my beck and call. And that's really why we focus on not just a portal. Everybody's got a portal. There are a lot of great portals. What we do is surround our customers with multiple teams. Our senior intrusion analyst team, our threat hunting team, our customer success manager team, our incident response team. All of them playing off of the same playbook, running off the same portal, looking at the same things, being able to take action in 2 or 3 clicks. So really that's what we're focusing on. From detection to disruption of the threat actor in 3 clicks and 30 seconds. So that's really what we're really focusing on with the Taegis XDR platform.
Well, what I really like what you talked about and stepped us through, in a matter of minutes, I can envision, say it's an executive within a corporation that's working with SecureWorks and has a partnership with them. They see something, they're alerted to it, they can take some level of action, but now the experts come in and actually can kind of do damage control and keep it from getting any worse.
Exactly, because we have a wealth of different customer expertise level. We've got some incredibly skilled operators out there who can really take advantage of all of the features that I didn't even come close to describing, right? Getting in and creating investigations, looking at the process tree, looking at the historical context in time. So they can really use all of those great features, and they're available in the portal, but let's face it, many people don't have that expertise level and don't have that time. They want to just hit a button, pick up the phone, and be speaking with a security expert who can leverage all of the expertise. And that really, I think, is the strength of our solution and the platform. Whatever your level of technical expertise, whatever your time availability, you can use the portal to your advantage with all of those teams behind you to reduce that risk while saving those 3 critical business resources, right? Every company has a limited amount of money, time, and talent. So our job is to help you reduce the risk level while minimizing how much time you spend and money and use of resources.
Great stuff. Thank you so much, Jim.
Pleasure. Thanks.
Really appreciate it. Yeah.
Right.
Enjoy the show.
Thank you.